We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. And it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To all loyal viewers and subscribers. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let's repeat myself. We are the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video.
Yes, as you know, as we always say, look at your LCD. So you're looking at a man at the bottom. He calls himself Sir Q, but he's a Dirty Bongo. Yeah, Dirty Bongo Q. So this man, yeah, we had a lengthy conversation with him, and during the conversation, we're talking about even things in Jamaica and the thing that he has done even overseas, and this man had shared some things with us about Christopher Dudus Cook, that he has been violating little boys in Tivoli Gardens. That is said by this man. But I want to to let you know that I have never heard anything like that before until this man. I don't know what his reason for, because he said that he has his father is from Tivoli Gardens and he has connection in Tivoli Gardens and Denham Town, but I just don't believe him. I don't believe him because I've never met an honest criminal, and this man is a convicted criminal. He's an unrepentant robber and killer, and he boasts that young Jamaicans he robbed when he was in America as an illegal immigrant. He wasn't even have a green card. So although you hear him twanging and stuff like that, he's not an American, he's a Jamaican. All corals, the Carabuncles, and you understand. And he lives off Brentford Road. And for him to say this thing about for this man to say this thing is really, really mind-boggling. So I don't know what his reason, because he had even went as far as to say that when the police had arrested Christopher Dudus Cook and Reverend Al Miller, that they should have killed them. And I asked him why. He said, oh, them should have killed him because look how much youths Dudus met dead down and him never did for fight. And I was like saying to him, sir, he did not force anyone to come there and fight because they love him. That's why they do it. That's why they did what they did. They went there to take on the state for Christopher Dudus Cook. So what was his problem? And he was like saying that, oh, you sound like you're defending. And I'm like, I'm not defending anyone. I'm just asking you, if the police they took in Christopher Dudus Cook and Reverend Al, why? What's the reason? What would be the justification in killing them? And he laughed. That is so shocking. So, Dr. Bongo Q, audaciously, this man have the audacity, to refer to himself as Sir Q, a title that inherently carries connotations to honor, dignity, and respect. He has no honor, he has no dignity, or he has no respect for human lives. Even if you listen to even the rape where these boys in Portmore rape the little girl from Waterford. He defend the rapists them. Yes, yeah man, Dr. Bond Q defend the rapists them too. Talking about let the court and anything anyone else want to do, they are boys. But I'm wondering, what kind of man is this? Oh, you can make an excuse for rapists. I don't make excuse for no criminals. So let us be clear. No convicted criminal, no unrepentant liar, no manipulative propagandist can ever legitimately lay claim to such title. The term, sir, is reserved for those who have demonstrated exemplary character and have none integrity and service to their community or nation. Qualities that stand in direct opposition to everything Dr. Bongo Q represent. So him can't name, sir. So all those who are calling him, sir, I try to legitimize a convicted and unrepentant criminal. So as I was reviewing the channel's archive, I stumbled upon the intriguing yet unsettling conversation I had with, this man, Dr. Bongo Q, unrepentant robber and killer. This, I don't know, that he's the one that said it, but you understand what I'm saying? But for us to really find out about, in which even a guy that was in juvie in New York said that he knew the guy, and the guy, what he was there for wasn't for anything like that. It was for, they said that he was troubling a little girl in his household, and he never lived by himself as he has claimed when he was 12. All of those things are lies. He said that he was just like a thief, going store and with thieves stuff, and that's how he ended up. That's one of the reasons why he was in juvie, and so it's based on the conversation that he had with Jaboni, a man from down by Arima, and the guy was saying that he's lying. He did not. He said that he did not rob or kill anyone. That it has to do with molesting a little girl. So he said that if I don't believe him, tell him, let him give you the case number that he is and his case number that he had in court in New York. The guy said that he's lying. Nothing of the sort, because he said that they were in juvie together, and whilst he was there, he was trying to do everything just not to get deported and try to get himself in trouble at all time, because he did not want to go back to Jamaica because he was in America illegally. So that is, he said that, and how you hear something different. So sometimes people have to be careful, when you're telling lies on yourself. Why would a man just get up and lie on himself that he killed someone and robbed someone when he didn't? Well, in the criminal world, that is what you call, trying to give himself street credit. That's me, that's not credit or anything. That's me, that person deserves not to be amongst us, period. I don't play with killers. You understand? So this individual, Dr. Bongo Q, openly brag about targeting Jamaican drug dealers, often referred to as druggists in America, claiming to rob only them during his illegal stay in the country. The conversation quickly turned towards Christopher Dudus, a controversial figure from Tivoli Gardens and the leader of the Shower Posse gang, and what he allegedly were disturbing aspects of Dudus' private life before his extradition to the United States. This man made shocking claim that Dudus asserting that he had a disturbing appetite for little boys, for young boys, during his time in Tivoli Gardens before he was extradited. However, I find it challenging to believe his allegations. His own background is riddled with criminality. He admitted being a convicted robber and killer, and his deportation from the United States only underscores his life of lawlessness. In my experience, I have never encountered an honest criminal, and he's a convicted criminal. Their lives are steeped in deceit, self-interest, and often revenge, which leads me to question his motives for making such claims against Christopher Dudus. So he said that he has connection in a Denham Town and Garden. So I know some people from Denham Town who are connected to the guy named Cowboy. Some of them do not like Christopher Dudus Cook. They don't like the Cook family because the Cook family is the one that controlled Denham and they want to do their own thing. And it started from Cowboy. But if Dudus had done what he should have done and did not listen to Gummy Bear, he would not be in prison today. You understand? If it was for Dudus' brother, Livity Cook. Livity Cook is why Dudus is in prison. If he did not call Gummy Bear and told Gummy Bear that his boy was there to box Dudus' aunt and they were going to send him to the departure lounge. So if his orders was not violated by them. So you see, if Christopher Dudus Cook orders was carried out as was his intention, as you heard, his cousin says that Gummy Bear boxes aunt, that is his aunt is Christopher Dudus, basically is his both of them aunt. So he's related to Christopher Dudus Cook. He's to call Christopher Dudus Cook's mother, aunt, and the woman that was boxed. Christopher Dudus Cook's aunt is related to the man too. And it's on the channel. So if Christopher Dudus Cook orders was not violated, he would not be in prison to this day because Cowboy would be in the departure lounge. Nice done by Mapen, and Dudus would be right there in Tivoli and everything will be fine. So sometimes some decision you make in your life come back to haunt you. All because of Gummy Bear. And he should have remembered that there is no honest criminal. So the man have him up from then. You understand? And then it was his brother, same brother, Livity. I know this man is saying that Christopher Dudus Cook should be killed and Reverend Al Miller during the extradition and the battle. And what is his motive for saying that? I am a firm believer in justice. You understand? And I have never, even with the Tivoli incursion, I have never mentioned that, as he said that I am the only blogger that said that they're supposed to they should arrest and charge him for treason when he returned to Jamaica. We know that that's not going to happen because it is his government that is in power. And if it was even his government, the PNP would even venture that route because this man is more loved in Jamaica than any politician. Not even as much as Vybz Kartel is popular. Vybz Kartel is not even half as popular as Christopher Dudus Cook, the influence that he has. So moving on. So this man, however, I find it challenging to believe his allegation. I had spoken to a few police officers who have connection to Tivoli Gardens. Yes, detective, used to work with them who are from Tivoli Gardens and have connection on here. And when I told, they said no truth to that portal. He's lying. And more or less, this is one of Christopher Dudus Cook, hater and someone who, and just like how he said that they should have killed Christopher Dudus Cook and Reverend Al Miller. So basically, this is someone who really wanted to see the demise of Christopher Dudus Cook. Hey, look, I have no beef with no one in Tivoli, so I don't know what is this man. Why he is saying going out on a limb to do such thing. So his own background, that is Dr. Bongo Q, is riddled with criminality, as we said before, and he's a deportee from the United States. Only underscore his life of lawlessness. As I said, I have never met an honest criminal in my life as a growing up, and I have never met an honest criminal. As I said, when I said met, I'm talking about my experience as a police officer, as a detective. Never met an honest criminal. Them way I'll look here, them way I'll shoot have fire and them way I'll tell you say them shoot up. May I tell you, them have to tell you so don't believe your lying eyes. You understand what I'm saying? That's how criminals are. So it became evident that his words were influenced by personal animosity towards the Cook family. He revealed connections to gangsters from Denham Town. Him say he have a friend at Denham Town, and who according to him harbor deep-seated grudges against Dudus, and even plotted to Dudus' son known as Titiman. Oh, so he was even telling us that there's a guy from up there named Shamal, ex-soldier, who seems he's a PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporter. He was a soldier, and him say him want to kill, them a try them best to kill Titiman, that a Dudus' son. Even at one point them shoot after him. So this revelation added another layer of complexity, suggesting that his accusation against Dudus Cook might stem more from this lingering animosity and power struggle between rival factions than any actual knowledge or truth. So while it is important to document and analyze such claims, I approach them with a high degree of skepticism. Criminals often weave narratives to serve their own agendas, whether it's to settle whole score, seek validation, or shift blame. That's how them operate. Them tell lie to other people and all kind of thing because them want, according to them, they want them street credibility. So this particular individual, that a dirty bongo Q, boasting and background make it difficult to separate fact from fiction. His words serve as a reminder that in the world of criminality, truth is often a casualty overshadowed by vendettas and manipulation. Ultimately, while the allegations are alarming, they lack credible evidence and seem more like an attempt to tarnish the reputation of a controversial figure amidst the chaos of Jamaica's intertwined world of crime and politics. So I revisited a revealing and troubling conversation, with Dirty Bongo Q. This individual, as I tell you before, an unrepentant criminal, and he boasts about his past exploit as a robber and a killer. It's a guy that was in juvenile in the place in New York said it was nothing like that. He was there for molesting a little girl in the home where he was living. The guy said, don't remember, if it was his sister or what, but that's what he was there for, molesting a little girl. He wasn't there for any killing or robbing anyone. And the guy says that you can't tell him that I tell it. Ask him to tell it. The guy was telling me even his case that he was juvie for. You understand? And he came out a few years ago after doing this. He got reprieve from the governor of New York. Says lie that this guy never killed anyone in New York or rob anyone. It's all lies, fiction, nothing of the sort. Normally a man commits crime, him tell you date and time, place, and everything that he says is all lies. Even where the man tell us about where he went into the building. He says no, there's no layout of buildings like that in Brooklyn. So everything is a lie, all lies. You understand? So Dr. Bongo Q claimed that Dudus not only he says that Dudus only engage in deviant behavior but also regularly dress as a woman, suggesting that the wig he was arrested with alongside Reverend Al Miller was a part of a supposed habit of parading through Tivoli Gardens in disguise. And when call the square, I remember there's a square, Java, I'm surrounded by Java. Yes, I do those always on a Java and I'm frack and all them things. And nobody not dare say nothing on them things. At first we hear that, I wouldn't believe him. As we said before, we had spoken to 3 police officers who have connection to Tivoli. You understand, detectives, and they say it's all lies. So from the outset, I recognize these claims for what they are, outright lies designed to discredit and tarnish Dudus' name. When I challenge him stating that these allegations lacked any credible foundation, Dr. Bongo Q doubling insisting on his version of events. However, my personal experience and knowledge directly contradict his narrative. I had a schoolmate who was a very close friend of Dudus, someone who had spent considerable time with him, and never mentioned or suggested anything remotely similar to what Dr. Bongo Q is claiming. This reinforced my belief that the man's story is a fabrication, a malicious attempt to sow seeds of doubt and ruin the reputation of a controversial but significant figure in Jamaican history. The motive behind Dr. Bongo Q's smear campaign become clear when viewed through the lens of his character and circumstances. He's a man deeply entrenched in the world of criminality, driven by vendettas and a desire to align himself with rival factions. his admitted ties to gangsters from Denantown who have openly expressed their hostility towards the Coke family provide a strong incentive for him to spin these falsehoods. His claims about Dudus being a rear admiral and dressing as a woman are not just baseless. They are calculated attack designed to strip Dudus of his power, influence and legacy while bolstering the agenda of those who oppose him. So I'll do all of them things and just discredit the man. I'll do all of them are criminal, but all of them things, I will get up and just tell them lie upon the man and them thing. And he say nothing about Zeeks. I say about Dudus this and I talk about say boy them final dildo. I like all of them things they are like. All of them things they plant, them they plant all of them things upon the man. You understand? About the man have deal. When I do it, all of them things they are like. Come talk to all the man where him did have all a girl and all them things there, and him and Dudus, you know, and him have, you understand, him have a leg out at Tivoli, me I tell you. You understand? So it is important to recognize that Dirty Bongo Q represents a classic propaganda machine. His lies are crafted to appeal to sensationalism that often grips communities plagued by crime and mistrust. So by targeting Dudus, a polarizing figure with both supporters and detractors, Dirty Bongo Q seek to exploit the public's curiosity and prejudice, feeding them a narrative that aligns with the agenda of those who wish to erase Dudus' impact from the annals of Jamaica's history. Propagandists like Dirty Bongo Q thrive on deception. They rely on the age-old tactics. If you repeat a lie often enough, people will believe it. But lies cannot hold up against truth. And the truth is that his allegations are entirely inconsistent with Dudus' known character and behavior. Dudus is a man whose reputation preceded him, for better or worse. If such bizarre and salacious claims had any merit, they would have surfaced long before now, corroborated by credible sources. Instead, they come from a man who openly admits to a life of crime and deceit, making him unreliable and untrustworthy narrator. The claims here by Dirty Bongo Q are nothing more than a smear campaign rooted in malice and self-interest. His words are a stark reminder of how easily truth can be manipulated by those with an agenda, and how essential it is to critically evaluate the motives of anyone peddling such an outlandish story. Dirty Bongo Q is not a whistleblower or a seeker of justice. He's a liar and a propaganda machine driven by the desire to destroy reputations and serve his own interests. It is up to us as critical thinkers to reject these falsehoods and ensure the truth prevails. Dirty Bongo Q audaciously referred to himself as Sir Q, a title that inherently carries connotations of honor, dignity, honesty, and respect. Let us be clear, no convicted criminal, no unrepentant liar, no manipulative propagandist can ever legitimately lay claim to such a title. The term Sir is reserved for those who have demonstrated exemplary character, integrity, and service to their community or nation, qualities that stand in direct opposition to everything Dirty Bongo Q represents. His self-proclaimed title is yet another layer of his deceit, lies, a layer of his deceitful persona, an attempt to mask his true nature and lend credibility to his baseless and malicious accusations. But a title, no matter how grand, cannot elevate a man who has built his life on lies, betrayal and criminality. To call himself Sir Q is not only a mockery of those who truly deserve the honor, but also a blatant insult to the intelligence of his audience. Most of them there, I don't think they really have that. Dirty Bongo Q is no knight, no honorable figure. He's a convicted criminal, a deportee, and a self-admitted robber and killer. In which that part, many people have said that he's lying. His claim about Christopher Dudus Coke are nothing more than the desperate fabrications of a man seeking relevance through scandals and lies. His so-called title is just another layer of his propaganda machine, a vain attempt to dress up a deceiver as something noble. Let us not be fooled by such antics. The title, sir, is earned, not self-bestowed, and it can never be used to legitimize the word of someone who has shown no regard for truth, integrity, honesty, or justice. Dirty Bongo Q, or Sir Q, as he likes to call himself, remain what he always been: a liar, a convicted criminal, a manipulator, and a disgrace to the very concept of honor. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.
We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid